You're watching HCC News with Johnny Harvey, Haley Richardson, and Carson Prismas with sports.
Hello and welcome to another edition of HCC News. I'm Haley Richardson.
And I'm Johnny Harvey. Here's what's new around Hudson this week. HCC has created a new type of hybrid course that is being offered this spring. Fast Forward will help working students and those needing the flexibility of online and evening classes. Reporter Seth Cox takes us to the source to find out more.
HCC started a brand new hybrid course this semester called Fast Forward. To give us more on the topic, we talked with Rebecca Stiles, the Reno County Coordinator for HCC.
So all of our classes meet either Monday or Wednesday from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. And so it's to catch that crowd that works during the day, has a busy life, goes home, has dinner with their family or whatever they might want to do, and then comes to class and gets their education done in a really super fast time period.
Fast Forward is also for students working to make up credits in a short amount of time or athletes who travel a lot during the day.
The first block of classes runs from January through March, and the second block runs from February through April, and then the third block runs from March through May. So they all overlap just a little bit in the actual class time, so some of the online work would overlap, but none of the meeting dates would overlap. What makes it nice about the hybrid is that even if you live in Wichita or you live in one of our other surrounding towns, you can actually come to campus because it's only 4 times in 8 weeks, and the rest you can do online.
Contact your advisor or the admissions office to get enrolled today. For HCC News, I'm Seth Cox.
It was a hectic Tuesday morning for Hutchinson Mayor Ron Sellers. In addition to preparing for an already busy day that included a city council meeting, Sellers aided police in an early morning theft ring that might clear as many as 11 thefts in that area. At around 3 a.m. Tuesday, Sellers noticed suspicious individuals moving about his neighborhood and called the police. The call led police to a vehicle owned by Kenneth Thompson containing vast amounts of stolen property, including laptops owned by Sellers and his wife. Sellers commended police for their quick action and is now urging all citizens to call the police when they see something suspicious.
At the City Council meeting this past Tuesday, the Council voted 5-0 in approval of building a new park at 43rd Avenue and K61 Highway. The multi-phase project is estimated to cost the city over $600,000 for the first phase alone. Some citizens are worried about the costs, fearing the city won't be able to afford it. However, others are excited about the new development, saying the area has needed a playground for many years. The 72-acre park would have features that include an entrance drive, parking lot, restaurants, and a playground accessible to kids with disabilities.
2 men are in police custody after having run from the cops. Huh?
Start the story over.
Okay, I can't see it. 2 men are in police custody after running from the South Hutchinson Police Wednesday. Sometime after 4 p.m., police tried to pull over a brown Ford Bronco when a chase ensued. The suspects led police into Hutchinson and down to Severance Street, ironically near the Hutchinson Correctional Facility, where the Bronco lost control and crashed into a pole. None of the occupants were seriously injured, but the light pole was damaged. 2 men were arrested and no names are being released at this time.
The controversial Proposition 8 has once again been overturned. As of Tuesday, the 3-judge panel of the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled 2-1 that the constitutional law is unconstitutional. This is the 3rd time Proposition 8 has been stricken down. While many rejoice at this decision, others are already preparing to appeal to the Supreme Court.
Rumors are swirling that the nation's largest grocery store could be on the market. Kroger Company lost $4.7 billion in market capitalization during the last food recession and is now valued at nearly 11 times its estimated earnings. The company has increased in sales every year since 1987, but it now may be the biggest target for retailers outside the U.S. or private equity firms. Kroger's profitability can decline due to lowering prices to compete with other markets such as Walmart and Target. Kroger has no comment at this time.
A purple squirrel captured by a Pennsylvania couple has been released into the wild, but not before sparking debate among vets and and nature experts alike. Pennsylvania residents Percy and Connie Elmert captured the squirrel in a human-animal trap, trying to keep the pesky animals from getting into their bird feeders. After keeping the animal for a few days to show off to their neighbors, Elmert let it go. No definitive explanation has been made to why the squirrel was purple, but experts also point out that a purple squirrel was found in England in 2008.
It's that time of year again. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and sometimes figuring out the best gift for your loved one can be hard. Sears did a recent survey to find out just what women are wanting this year. 29% of those surveyed said having a new piece of jewelry was their top choice. Too costly for you? Don't worry. 20% say their top choice is flowers and chocolate. After that, 9% say they'd enjoy a gift of perfume. While a tech-savvy 8% want the latest tech gadget, another 8% wouldn't mind having a bit of lingerie, and yes, there were even a small percentage of ladies who'd say they'd enjoy a kitchen or home item, shoes, or clothing.
Did you know that back in medieval times, girls used to eat bizarre foods on St. Valentine's Day to make their dreams of their future spouses? Many girls now prefer chocolate or flowers, so much so that 35 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolates and 189 million stems of roses are sold in the U.S. on Valentine's Day. But if you're really strapped for cash, here are a few ideas that are meaningful and money-saving. Create a bouquet of balloons filled with love poems or gifts. Prepare a feast or a picnic with heart-shaped foods. Be sure to include foods that are red. Leave a simple love poem on their answering machine. Cook their favorite food in the morning before they get up. And finally, do a special activity together, something you both enjoy, whether it be walking together, reading a book, or playing a board game.
But if you're in the mood for some homemade goodies next week, find your way to the Student Union. HCC's Gay Straight Alliance will be hosting a bake sale from the 13th to the 15th. Trade in those flowers and sappy cards for cookies, brownies, pies, sweetbreads, and flavored popcorn, all for a good cause. So do you have anything special planned for this Valentine's Day?
You know, I think so. There's someone I've been like catching their eye, and you know, we've been like kind of talking to each other. But yesterday I went to give him a hug and I ran into the mirror. So I might just take myself out to eat, you know.
There you go.
What about you?
I think my fiance and I might go out and have a nice dinner that night.
Aw, don't we just love fiancés? Stay with us. When we come back, Carson is here with a look at sports, and we'll find out what's on the students' minds in this week's Campus Talk.
Welcome back to HCC News. For sports, I'm Carson Prismus. Blue Dragon men's basketball team played against Garden City Wednesday night and won in overtime 71-64 to push their record to 19-5 and 6-4 in conference play. The Lady Dragons continued their undefeated streak and dominated Garden City 84-58. Their record now is 23-0 and 10-0 in conference play. Sophomore Julio Martinez qualified for the Nationals in the 1,000-meter, and others who qualified, sprinter Jawan Cubitt qualified in the 55-meter. In the 500-meter, freshman Matthew Wright and Kevin Shreby. The only Blue Dragon in the field, sophomore Robert Whitefield. For the women, Paige Stillatz qualified in pole vault for Nationals. Both men and women will compete at Oklahoma Christian University Invitational on Saturday at the University of Oklahoma. In the NFL's biggest game of the year, Super Bowl 46 was played in Indianapolis, Indiana. Giants and the Patriots faced off once again as they did 4 years ago in one of the greatest games in the Super Bowl history. This year, the Giants were successful once again, beating Tom Brady and the Patriots 21-17. Eli Manning was named to his second Most Valuable Player award of the game and going 30 of 40 for 296 yards and 1 touchdown. And that's all I have for this week. Back over to Haley for this week's Campus Talk.
Thanks, Carson. We took to the campus to find out what students do and don't like about HCC, as well as thoughts on who they would vote for in the presidential election in this week's Campus Talk.
What is your favorite thing about Hutchinson Community College?
The classes are pretty easy. Yeah, small individualized attention.
I don't know, there's a variety of things to do and stuff.
Lots of trees, and it's very friendly.
I like the fact that there's a lot of different kinds of people who go here, and you kind of get to meet a different variety of people. It's not all the same going for the same major like you would at a lot of larger universities.
If there was something you would change about HCC, what would it be?
The weather right now, it's snowing. I don't really like the snow.
Buildings not to be so far away.
Nothing really. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe a little bit more broad for like majors and stuff like that and degrees.
I would add a lacrosse team.
If you had to vote in the presidential election tomorrow, who would you vote for and why?
I don't know, who would you vote for?
I don't really vote.
Jesus, I guess.
Ron Paul. He just got a lot of ideas that I like.
So do either of you have a political preference for this next president?
Well, I'm pretty satisfied with Obama. I think he's done a lot for the country, and I really don't like anyone from the GOP stance. So, Obama.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you because I really don't know any of the other candidates, to tell you the truth, so I'm probably going to just go with Obama again.
Which is a good thing. You don't need to know him.
There you go.
All right, well, that's all we have for this week. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you see us next time. For HCC News, I'm Johnny Harvey.
I'm Haley Richardson.
And I'm Carson Prismus. Have a great week.
HCC News is a production of the Broadcast and Media Technology program of Hutchinson Community College. For more information on the program or to submit your story ideas, please call 665-3433.